Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Happy, what is it, Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? Yeah, happy Tuesday. It is it's July 26th at 9:23 at the time of this recording, Central Standard Time. So some interesting stuff going on in the digital asset space. Give me if I have a little bit of a lisp. Got some issues going out my mouth and jaw, but I will get through it and make sure I get a video out, at least one video out today, for sure. So interesting stuff going on in the digital asset space, and especially in the XRP community. I'm going to cover it, just kind of give my views and takes on Panos' latest tweet. Big time community contributor, Crypto Eddie, as well. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit. We're going to go into the market because, you know, the market is doing what the market does. We'll go over those numbers. Holy, what's going on over there? So we'll get into that a little bit. And yeah, then we're going to run off. Me and Mr. Crypto Siege got some running around to do. So guys, listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. So let's do it. Total cryptocurrency market cap. Yeah, it's down a little bit. $1 trillion. Let me refresh that. 1 trillion. Blockchain Backers did a video today as well. I didn't get a chance to check it out, but yeah. Definitely want to follow that guy. Make sure you're up to date on what's going on in the XRP world. Bitcoin dominance is at 40%. It's not a great number. Bitcoin's at $20,923 again. Ethereum is at $1,384 again. And XRP is at 32.7 cents. Again, I got a couple of buys. I got to make a couple of purchases today. I'm going to get some Solana. I'm going to get some Avalanche as soon as I'm done with this video. For sure, for my swing trades. So not financial advice. Certainly would not tell you to do with your own money. Make sure you do what you do with your own money based upon your own research, due diligence, and your own homework, for sure. But look at the market. It's red. A lot of reds, right? A lot of reds going on in the market. So let me cover this Panos tweet. Because I think it's important. Like, I really do think, you know, this thing in the XRP community that I think is really, really, really important. Here's Crypto Eddie. Let me do hers first. And I don't understand the divide. I really don't understand the divide. I don't get it. I don't understand. Look, the good old boy network, I'm not a fan of. Like, I am not a fan of the good old boy network mentality. It's just not my thing. I want to be able to think for myself and think on my own, right? So the good old boy network is in the XRP community for sure, and mainly perpetrated by 2 or 3 people, but it's not cool and it's not healthy. Oh, so you don't like this YouTuber? Oh, okay, I'm not gonna like that YouTuber also. Oh, okay, this is your sponsor. Oh, okay, that's gonna be my sponsor too. Like, I'm not with that, right? But everybody's got to do what they feel is best for themselves. But I'm not a big fan of the good old boy network mentality. Not a fan of that. So I'm a fan of Crypto Eddie. And here's what she tweets out. In 2021, Bank of International Settlements found owners of ETH and XRP are the most educated in our sample, most educated in the Ethereum community. A lot of smart people there. I really like the Bankless YouTube channel with those 2 dudes over there doing their thing. Really, really sharp guys. Crypto Eddie says, keep your critical thinking sharp. BitHump is a tool that completely destroys. Jed was selling to the Treasury. Don't fall for that bait, right? Don't fall for that bait. Crypto Eddie is a big time researcher, and she prides her channel on doing the research, doing her homework, doing her due diligence to make sure, right, to come up with the facts, if you will. Right? And I think that's hugely important. And that's a great tool for me. Crypto Eddie, Darren Moore, King Solomon, my dude, I said that. So Solomon, my dude Solomon, my dude Darren Moore, Crypto Eddie, great researchers. I mean, I could go on status. We got a lot of great researchers, right? They like, you know, they find the stuff, they share the facts of what's going on, right? And that is a valuable thing for me in the XRP community. But I think it is a disservice to the XRP community to say that those are the only viable contributors to the community. I personally think that's that's a disservice. I think that I'll tell you something. One of my CEO friends taught me a long time ago. Goodness gracious! I remember I was talking with him. He was saying he was talking about how people they do this thing where they go to football games. And they go, or they watch it on TV, or they go to baseball, NBA games, and lose their mind at these games, and devote their life to cheering for and rooting for something. And then, but they don't cheer for and root for themselves in their lives. Right. And I used to always say, I just find it very fascinating that people do that, cheering for multimillionaires and billionaires, but don't cheer for themselves. And my mentor used to say, you know what, that's cool. I like them to entertain me too. Right. Football's cool. I like them entertaining me too. Right. And I never forget that, right? I never, ever forgot that. Because I just think that, I think that sometimes what we forget when someone opens up the laptop, turns on the camera, or hooks up the microphone, you're doing one of three things, if not all three things. You're entertaining, you're educating, or empowering. That's it. Like, that is it. Right. And so, when you talk about YouTubers like Digital Perspectives and what's his name, Digital Asset Investor, right? I don't go to them for education. Right. I go to them for entertainment. Right. If I want to level up my IQ on XRP, I go to Darren Moore, Crypto Eddie, Solomon. I find some stuff from David Schwartz on YouTube, right? To level up, to educate, right? And so, as an adult, we got to get what's going on when someone starts a YouTube channel. Like, we got to understand what's going on, right? It's up for the individual to figure it out. Is this entertainment? Is this education? Is this about empowerment? Right? It's up for the viewer to figure that out. Now, a lot of people want to make this argument that you're hurting someone. You're hurting someone somehow. You're providing hopium and hurting them somehow if they think about a 37,000 XRP. I think that's the most nonsensical thing said ever. You're not hurting them. It's up to the individual to figure it out. Is this entertainment, education, or empowerment? The YouTuber sets that channel up for their own personal reasons, whatever that might be. Why hate on them? Why hate on the entertainers who are looking to get sponsorships and who are looking to get ad revenue? That's their thing. That's what that's why they decided to open up the thing. That's why they decided. I look at it as entertainment. For me, is entertainment. Thank God we got the ones who, when they open up their laptop and turn on the camera and microphone, they're about educating. I mean, thank God for Solomon. Thank God for Darren Moore and Status and Crypto Eddie. I mean, where will we be without that? Because when you're talking about investing, you got to level up. We just can't have a community that's full of entertainers. That's not going to work. That won't be healthy. That won't be healthy. And if someone's new to the XR community, they got to learn the difference. They got to learn the difference between entertainment and education. Right? They got to learn it. No one wakes up in the morning to open up their laptop to cause harm, to intentionally harm someone. I mean, no one does that. So here is this Panel's tweet here, right? And I want to share this tweet from Panel since I can find it. And here's what I'll say. The enemy is tricky. The enemy is tricky. That's what I'll say. The enemy is tricky. He will get you and I. Now, for me, I'm a God-fearing dude, right? So he will get you and I to war with one another, to think that the enemy is on the other side of the microphone, listening in or opening up their laptop. No, 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 that's the enemy. They'll get that. They'll get you to think that. It's not the real enemy. It's the other YouTuber on there. That's the enemy. To get you and I to war on it. And I'll say it to all my God-fearing people out there, right? Satan, the enemy, to convince you and I, pull out all the tricks to get you and I to war with one another. Forget that love stuff. Forget empathy. Nah, forget that stuff. The entertainer is your enemy. That's what Satan does. Tricky dude, I'm telling you. Tricky dude. Any case, so Panels put this out. An important message to the XRP community. Lately, there have been many theories about retail investors, Jed, price, and many other things. This is not something new. We have seen a lot of crazy or nonsense theories or riddles since 2018. But I want to address something. It's time we as a community say enough is enough. It's time we all join the fight against misinformation. There are motives and interests for this people. There are motives and interests, motives and interests for the people spreading these theories and by trying to push a specific narrative or create fake hypes. Slant FOMO, fake hype, slant FOMO. Even if they know these theories are not true, it's on their interest to keep that narrative going because it brings them views on their YouTube videos. It brings them followers and, of course, money. It's unethical, says Panels. But they don't care, considering that some of them in 2019 scammed the XRP community by selling fake insider info from Ripple Swell Conference and taking their money. Some people have forgotten about these things. Some new people are not aware of these. But are we really going to keep supporting these people? Then he goes on to say, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying all these people have provided zero value to the community. Of course, they have shared some good information, valuable findings about the case, etc. But all the good things are canceled by doing these bad things, and mostly on purpose. That's a very, very bold statement. That's a bold statement, panels. I will not name these people, but you all know who they are. YouTubers with huge following. There are educated level, there are educators in this community to bring out the facts who have large YouTube channels. Size of the channel doesn't matter. Recognizing what the channel is what matters. But anyway, they're taking advantage of a big and passionate community that has been through a lot since 2018, and they have been doing a lot of damage, not only to the XRP community, but also the crypto space as a whole. Some have told me we are all on the same team, or that we should support each other or have calm discussions. I have tried that for a long time. But with no result. I have been trying for years to make constructive dialogues, friendly comments that pointed out the misinformation, but not a single one of them ever replied to me or cared to fix or at least address the parts that were found to be not true. And that is, of course, true, right? So that is one of the challenges that I've always found in any community, for sure, right? You got to be willing to say that was not correct or I was wrong. Own up to that. So for me, I understand. When I'm wrong, I'll make the video. I understand that's not for me. I understand that's not happening. Right. So I have always said about content creators that it's very disingenuous, if that's a word, to recognize that you're a content creator with the community, and then not take the time to answer comments, not even take a chance to heart a comment. As a content creator, for entertainment, for education, or for empowering, I'm not a big fan of not taking time to value the people who take the time to listen to your stuff and to do your content. I'm not a fan of that. I think that's not cool. So like being busy, I don't know. That doesn't feel like that's a viable reason. Yeah, I'm busy. Anyway, for the past 3 years, my pain and goal and mission in the crypto space has been to fight misinformation and promote critical thinking and common sense. I'm aware of those blind supporters who just want to believe in these theories that can be easily disproven, but I will keep fighting misinformation and focus on a healthy community that cares about facts. And that's the challenge. Who says that the community is only interested in facts? What about the community that's interested in entertainment? What about the community that's interested in empowerment? Why? I could just sit back and do other things instead of spending valuable time to address misinformation. But as a community member and participant in crypto space, I deeply care about the industry and what this technology has to offer. I care enough to keep spending my time to spread facts and call out the BS, no matter who is sharing. And I think you all should too. So here's what I say. Why hate on the entertainers? You don't know, as an XRP community member, you don't know if I'm not interested in entertainment. You don't know if I'm not interested in being empowered. I think the community is made up of all three of those: entertainment contributors, educated or education contributors, and empowering contributors. Who's to say that one is better than the other? Who's to say that? I think, as a content creator, I think it's a mistake to think your stuff is better than someone else's stuff, or that someone else's stuff is better than your stuff just because they got more followers on YouTube. I think it's not cool to think that way. I don't think that way. When I turn on this freaking microphone and open up the laptop, I'm doing my thing. regardless of the sub count, regardless of the views. I'm here to provide value. And I think it's incorrect of panels to make this statement, make this spread, make this tweet. Because he's basing it on the fact that it may be misinformation, misleading. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. That's how I see it. It's entertainment. Misinformation. Here's what I'll say about misinformation. We all got to get educated on what this space is. We all got to understand, get educated about what it is. But I'm not expecting a misinformation video, and you probably should not either. Right? Well, here's what I say. Thank God got Crypto Eddie. Thank God we got Solomon and Darren Moore to set us straight, to educate us on what the deal is. Listen to Crypto Eddie every day. Can't wait for Darren Moore and Solomon's videos to come out so I can check them out. Can't wait. Jungle Week, I think, more on the Empower side, right? Listen to Jungle all the time. Again, I'll say this. I'm going to end the video on this as well. I think, for me, the enemy is tricky. I've always said that since I was in the military a long time ago as a teenager. The enemy is tricky. He will convince you and I that Panos is my enemy. That's what he'll try to get me to think. Panos is my enemy. Because the enemy, I'm telling you guys, it's tricky. It's not me. I'm not going to fall for it. Very tempting. I almost went to war with one of my own dudes. Almost. So I recognize that the enemy is tricky. And the dude doing his thing is doing his thing. And I'm not going to go to war with him on Twitter or in YouTube comments. Nah. Because in the end, it's all love. It's all love. You got to get that. The enemy is tricky, guys. Very, very tricky. Right? The enemy is tricky, right? The enemy is made up of envy, jealousy. I'm telling you, it's powerful. The enemy can be powerful if you don't understand who we are. So just be careful out there. Just be hugely, hugely careful out there. Recognize who the true enemy is. Recognize who the true entertainers are in the XRP community. Recognize who the true educators and the true empowerers. Is that a word? Empowerers? Just recognize that, guys. Just recognize that. Don't let the enemy get to you. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this.
Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it.
All right, guys, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you know when we go live or when we do upload a video. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.